right, those are live pictures from the Ulinzi Sports Complex where the military preparations are being done for the late Francis Ogolla, General Francis Ogolla, and we are being joined by our reporter Sheila Chalangat, who is on standby to just bring us up to speed with what is taking center stage right there and what is going on at the moment. Sheila, if you can hear me, good morning. And what is the mood right there at Ulinzi Sports Complex?
Maafisa wote wa marching condition waweze kuelekea katika main gate sasa hivi. Marching condition. Once again, I wish to plead with you. Please sit at your designated area.
We are coming to live from the Ulinzi Sports Complex here in so what we will be expecting is that at 11:30,
All right, we apologize for that technical hitch. We will be picking Sheila in just a few, but those are live pictures from the Ulinzi Sports Complex. Remember that those are preparations currently underway in honor of the fallen General Francis Ogolla. Francis Ogolla was the Chief Defense Forces and is the first to die in line of duty. This indeed is a first of its kind. None has ever occurred in the history of the CDF that we have had in the country. Now, right there, we are expecting President William Ruto to arrive at any moment. We are also expecting the program as it is. The body will leave from Mashujaa Funeral Home. That is at around 11:30 a.m. as well as the arrival of family members, including the wife of the fallen general, that is Mrs. Aileen Kadhambi Ogolla. We will also be seeing the arrival of service commanders, that is at 11:50 a.m. We'll also be expecting the arrival of the vice CDF and principal secretaries. Now, Sheila Chalangat is on standby. Let's get to hear from Sheila to bring us up to speed with what is taking center stage at Ulinzi Sports Complex at the moment. Sheila, if you can hear me clearly, what is the mood right there at Ulinzi Sports Complex?
Thank you, Odida. We are coming to you live from the Ulinzi Sports Complex, where we are having the memorial military honors as well as the memorial service for the late general. This is the second day of national mourning as per the directive of President William Ruto on Thursday following the crash at the Elgeyo-Marakwet West Pokot border. Now, what we know as of now is that the body will be leaving Mashujaa Funeral Home at the Defense Memorial Forces Hospital at about 11:30. That's about around 20 minutes from now. And then we expect President William Ruto, who is the chief, the commander in the CIC of Kenya, at around 12:30. Then once everyone is seated at around 12:40, we will be having the procession parade, which will be followed by the lap of honor. Speeches will come thereafter, and at exactly 2 p.m., the military honors will now be performed. Now, this includes the last respect, as well as a 1-minute silence, the last post, a 19-gun salute, and a missing man formation. Thereafter, this ceremony will be concluded, and his body will be taken back to the funeral home, awaiting to be flown to Siaya County for funeral tomorrow. This comes as per his wishes, where he wished to be buried within 72 hours of his death. And also, we have heard that there would be no coffin. And this comes as, you know, he was a very vocal man on the fickleness of life, if that is what we can say. He was captured once saying that, you know, man is mortal and death comes at an unexpected hour. And so, as his family even narrated yesterday, that he was a man who really was prepared for his death. So, who is this man? The late general was a master of the skies, and he was a trained jet fighter pilot with a career, an illustrious career of about 40 years that, you know, catapulted him into the 4-star general that he was and the chief of the Kenya Defense Forces. According to a biography that has been provided here, the late General Ogolla attended Nduru Primary School in Alego, Songa, until class 6 before he joined his brother Canon Odwor in Homa Bay. And at the tender age of 22, General Francis Ogolla, you know, joined the Kenya Defense Forces on the 24th of April, 1984. And he was commissioned as a second lieutenant on the 6th May 1985 and posted to Kenya Air Force. What we are seeing right now are final preparations, as you know, we await the arrival of the Commander-in-Chief, President William Ruto, as well as the body of the fallen General Francis Ogolla. What we know so far, that he was an expert in imagery, intelligence, counter-terrorism, and accident investigations. And upon his promotion to the rank of brigadier on 10th April 2012, he was appointed the deputy force commander before being promoted to major general on 13th July 2018. What is happening at the moment is a final preparations, as you can probably see on your screen. We're just having, awaiting the arrival of the president as well as the body, which will thereafter be preceded by a procession parade, lap of honors, speeches, and the military honors will be performed as from 2 p.m. And as I had said, there would be the last respect, a 1-minute silence, a last post, and a 19-gun salute, as well as a missing man formation. The late general leaves behind his widow, Aileen Kasambi Ogolla, with whom they were blessed with 2 children. His daughter, we saw on one of the social media platforms that is linked to her, she described her father as a pursuer of excellence, an empathetic and effective leader. And she, proceeded to say that, one day she would probably tell the beautiful stories of how he taught with his actions and not words. And so the general lived quite a full life, having joined the military in April and being promoted to CDS in April and later on dying in April. Quite, the moment there. And it is actually the first time for a general to die in office. He was expected to retire in 2025. And so this situation, it really puts, Kenya having, a sort of an option there would be for the Defense Council in choosing a successor. But for that, we will come on later on. So what you can see, Odida, just the final preparation, and we will continue to keep you posted on the events here at the Ulinzi Sports Complex. But for now, back to you in studio.